This is Geometry Lesson 2.4, and in this lesson we're going to talk about circles. So a circle is defined as all points equidistant to a center point. So I have a center point, and if I stay the same distance away from this point and draw all the way around it, that is a circle. So we're going to call this the center of the circle, and we name a circle using a single letter, whatever the name of that center point is. So I'm going to just call this one O. The name of this circle would be circle O. Could call it A, could call it P, could call it whatever letter I wanted to call it. A radius is a segment connecting the center to the edge of a circle. So I have another circle with its center, and the segment that connects from the center to the edge of the circle is the radius. A radius is a segment, so we name that the same way we name a segment using two letters. So let's call this circle A, connected to segment B. So the radius name would be AB. A chord is a segment connecting 2 points on a circle. So I'll put a point here, call that point D. Put a point here, call that point E. The name of this chord would be chord DE. A diameter is a chord that passes through the center of the circle. So here's a center, or here's a circle, here's its center, and I'm going to draw a chord that goes straight through the center. So we'll say A, B, C. So the name of my circle is circle B. The name of my diameter is AC, because remember, to name a segment, we just list the endpoints of the segment. A tangent is a line touching just the outside of a circle. So I'm going to draw a line outside my circle, and it should touch at exactly 1 point, never 2. And that point is called the tangency point, and then any other point on that line could help me name it. So let's go A, B, C. The name of my circle is circle A. The name of my tangent is tangent BC. Now an arc is the curved piece of a circle. So here is an arc. If you could imagine having a circle, but just any piece of it can be as short or as long as you want it to be. Any piece of the circle is an arc. So we have special kinds of arcs. A minor arc is an arc that's less than 180 degrees. So that first one I drew, that's less than half of the circle. A major arc would be more than half the circle, so that's a major arc. And a semicircle on the next page would be exactly half a circle. So if I have the top half, or even a skewed half, but exactly half of a circle is a semicircle. And so we measure arcs the same way we measure angles. However much rotation we have about the center of the circle is how much the arc is measured. So if I have my circle here, and let's say my arc goes from here to here, however much rotation I have from that point to that point about the center, that's the measure of the arc. So I don't have any examples on this lesson, just the vocabulary notes. Oh, I totally forgot to do the names. Okay, backing up. The way that we name an arc. When we name a major arc, so here's a minor arc. The name of this arc is arc AC, and I put a little curve on the top of it. Minor arcs use 2 letters. What happened? Okay. The way that we would name a major arcs use 3 letters. So I'm going to draw a full circle, and I'm going to put some points on it. A, B, C, D. The name of this major arc, and I'm going to highlight it in red right here, would be arc ABC. And then again, we put that little curve on top of it. The one I did up here was AC. This is the arc right here. And if I want to keep going and do a name for a semicircle, just like a major arc, uses 3 letters. So I'm going to erase one of these so I can do a full one. Or not. Okay, so I got a full circle. I got my center. I'm going to put a couple points on my circle. And if I want to do this semicircle in blue, right here, 3 letters, A, D, C. And so if I had another one down here, well, let's put an E there, and I wanted semicircle AEC, that'd be the other semicircle. But we always use 3 letters for the semicircles and the major arcs, the 2 end points of the arc, and any 1 point in the middle. So there could be 5 or 6 points between the A and the C, but I can just pick any 1 point between them. Okay, so I got all of the words for circles. No examples, like I said, but you're basically just going to draw and name all the different shapes that we've been doing. Okay, good luck with the exercises, and please let me know if you have any questions.